Hello, welcome to my channel. This is officially my first video, and I thought it would be appropriate for it to be about my locks. I'm 2 years and a month locked. I started them in August 2020 using braids, so Braidlocs. So far, so good. I've actually been doing most of my videos on Instagram, but I thought, 2023, let's take things up a notch, and I thought I'd bring it to YouTube. So I actually detoxed my hair this morning using obviously very warm water with apple cider vinegar, and I also have this charcoal shampoo that apparently draws out impurities. So I mix that all together, and I soak for I only do about 20 minutes because I don't want it to strip my hair too much, and also I'm mindful of my scalp. And I'm actually now about to do my retwist, so I thought I'd record a little bit of that while also doing some chit chat. So what I use is filtered water and oil. So I use almond oil. And today, for the first time, I'm actually going to put in a little bit of olive oil. And I just have it in like a little bowl, and it's all mixed in together already. So yeah, and then I'm going to section my hair into four using bands. I tend to start at the front actually, because I find that as I go on in my retwists, my arms get more and more tired, and I start losing patience. So I would actually say that my retwist skills tend to falter as I get towards the back, and I don't want to do that in the front. So I start at the front and work my way to the back. So yeah, while we're doing this, I just thought I'd chat a little bit about, what I'm up to at the moment. So I'm currently reading a book by Simone de Beauvoir. It's called The Second Sex. It's been on my to-read list for several years actually, and I finally got around to buying it. I want to say summer of last year while I was in London. It's a big book. I want to say it's almost 800 pages. So I've been working my way through it slowly but surely. Um, Ooh, excuse me. I've been working my way through it slowly but surely. And honestly, it's a really good read. Obviously, it's a very gendered book because she was writing at a time when, it was men and women, and there wasn't really an acknowledgement of anything outside of that. So, but you can definitely see that some of her statements can apply to, sort of across the board, regardless of what gender you identify as. But it's a really good read, actually. I'm really enjoying it. And I have to say, I am feeling a little bit, sorry, this bunch is a little bit too big. I am feeling a little bit radicalized by her writing because she's really breaking down, why the patriarchy was so successful and is still so successful till this day, and why women have been so disadvantaged over the centuries. So for me, it's really been an eye-opener. It's the way things are now, it's not by chance. It's not by chance. It's been hardwired into the system. So yeah, definitely, I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I'd hoped to finish it over this Christmas break, but honestly, I haven't made as much headway as I thought I would. But hopefully, I'll be done with it by the end of January. Yeah, so we'll see. What am I listening to at the moment? I'm really listening to this Nigerian artist called Ashake. His music is so good. And I remember when he first started getting popular, I was just like, why is everyone going crazy over this? Like, I heard a few songs and I was like, what's the big deal? But actually, as time has gone on, I'm like, this is really good stuff. So I'm happy about that. What am I watching? So I watch anime. I like anime. And at the moment, I'm about to finish watching Spy Times Family, which is just the cutest. I think I'll start with this side, yeah? It's just the cutest anime. And Anya Star, Anya Forger she is the most psychotic little girl. Oh yes, I've just put some of the oily water on my hands, and I'm just gonna work it through this particular patch. Yeah, she's completely insane. I love her. I love her so much. TV, someone I follow on Tumblr, or they follow me. are we mutual? I think we might be mutuals. I'm not entirely sure. Someone that I interact with regularly on Tumblr recommended a show called 1899, and I'm quite into like sci-fi and horror and thrillers and things like that. So when she described it, it sounded right up my alley. And I'm about 3 episodes in, and I'm really enjoying it. Actually. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start the retwist. I won't keep you, so I might check back in with you a little bit later. Okay, cool. Good introduction. Okay, so I'm officially halfway through. I think it's been about an hour since I started. Technically takes me about 30 minutes per section. Um, I try not to twist too tightly at the root because obviously I don't want to interfere with the locking process. I also don't want to damage, my new growth. So I do try to keep it, um, you know, I just try not to retwist too tightly at the roots. So I'm about to go into the second half of this ordeal. Actually, it's not that bad. So hopefully I'll be done soonish so I can rest my arms. This is a full upper body workout, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. Welcome back. So I am done with my retwist. It took 2 hours in total, which is about half of the course. I've worked out that that's just how long it takes. No matter how quickly I try to go, it's always about 2 hours. So I've got my clips in, and I'm just going to let my hair air dry for the next few hours. I know some people wrap their hair up with the clips in and sleep with them in overnight. I'm not able to do that because I find them a little bit uncomfortable, and I'm just not willing to. The retwist is going to disappear anyway, so I'm not really willing to endure a rough night's sleep, but just to make it last a little bit longer. So I normally, once my hair's dry, after about 3 to 4 hours, because I live in a hot country, I live in Nigeria, it's usually bone dry, so I'll take them out. So yeah, I'm loving the length actually. I only hit collarbone length about, I want to say, a month to 6 weeks ago. So it's quite cool seeing my hair, here. It's nice. It's nice. So yeah, I'll probably try and do a short video to add on to this once I take out the clips. So stay tuned for that. Hello. So this is the finished product. I retwist roughly every 6 weeks. I used to leave it longer, 2 to 3 months, but then I realized that my locks were struggling a bit. Some of them thinned out. Not all my hair grows into the locks. So I was getting a lot of loose hair around the roots, and I realized that I would really need to retwist slightly more often. So it's every 6 weeks at the moment. Let me see if I can show you a back view. So this is them. I hope my aim is on. So yeah, I'm 2 years and 4 months. I may have mentioned that earlier in the video. So thank you for joining me for this first Locs related video. I'm not sure I said my name. It's in the description, but it's Kome, Kome. I'm Nigerian. If you go by the hair typing system, I've got 4C locks. Although I have realized over time that my hair actually has different textures. The hair at the back is the loosest and the softest, so it actually struggles to lock a little bit at the back. The hair at my crown is probably the coarsest and also the thickest, I think. And then around the edges, it's just sort of a little bit wavy. Anyway, thanks again and have a good week, and I will see you for the next video.